Hi Ravish, good evening. Thank you so much for wanting to connect with me today and having this conversation. How are you doing today? Let's start with that.
Yeah, hi ma'am. Good evening. Thanks for the asking. How about you?
I am doing excellent as well. Thank you
And
so much.
thank you so much for giving me your valuable time. And I'm
You're
so
most
glad and I'm so excited to talk with you.
welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. And it's I should be thanking you because you reached out to me and wanted to meet me. So thank you so much for following my channel and for wanting to have this conversation with me today. To begin with, I'm sure you already know my name. I am a soft skills trainer and a communication coach from Pune. I am also a certified life coach and a TEFL certified spoken English trainer. And I'm very new on YouTube. Last 6 months, I have been enjoying this journey and meeting a lot of new people, interesting people, and getting to know them and trying to help them in whatever ways possible. And whenever I get some free time, I love traveling, I love cooking, and I spend a lot of time with my friends and family. So that's a little bit about me. If you have any other definitive question, I can definitely answer them for you.
Yes, ma'am. Can I
Mhm.
introduce myself, ma'am?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So my name is Ravish Sayed and I live in Mumbai suburbs. Not
Hmm.
exactly in Mumbai, but my city name is Bhivandi, which comes under
Hmm.
Thane district. Which
Right.
comes under Thane district. I have done MCOM B.Ed and I have been teaching in junior college class 11 and 12 students for past 12 years. My main
Wonderful.
subject is accounts and business studies. And I'm 39 years old. In my family, my mother, my two younger brother, my wife, and my three kids.
Hmm.
I love to travel. I love to communicate with the new people. And when I'm getting a free time, I love to watch Hollywood movies, reading books, and playing cricket. So that's all about me, ma'am.
That's wonderful. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. You are doing so many things. Plus, you have so many interests that you are following, which is wonderful.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Hollywood movies, what genre do you like to watch?
I like to watch action movies, mystery,
Okay.
horror.
Hmm.
I like too much. Yeah,
Ah.
exactly. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. Great to know that. And what kind of books do you like to read?
Right now, I'm reading. I have been reading Shiv Khera book. The
Hmm.
title of the book is "You Can Win."
Ah, you can win.
Yeah,
Okay.
but to be very honest, ma'am, I'm not very consistent in reading due to
Hmm.
some household chores or
Uh-huh.
domestic work. So whenever I'm
Right.
getting free time, I try to read more and more as much as possible.
That's all right.
Yeah,
Even if you are
yeah,
reading 2 pages every day, that is also fine because you are at least taking in some knowledge, and that's
yeah.
enough, right?
Yes,
So good, good. I'm very happy to know that you are doing so many things, and you said you love traveling. So,
yes,
what
ma'am.
was the last travel destination?
My last travel destination was Mahabaleshwar. You know,
Hmm.
it's a hill station. It's near about Pune city.
Correct.
Yes, so I went with my family, me,
Mm-hmm.
my wife, and my three kids. And
Hmm.
I have visited so many times in Mahabaleshwar.
Right. Do you
Yeah.
like going to Mapro?
Yes, of course, I like to go to the Mapro.
Yeah, I love their
Yeah,
strawberry cream, no?
yeah, exactly, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. All right. So, Ravish, tell me, what is it that you wanted to discuss with me today, and what are the questions that you have?
Yeah, ma'am. I have three questions, ma'am. I want to ask three questions. My
Mm-hmm.
first question is, how I have been practicing this language last or almost around 8 months, but
Mm.
I feel I am still not fluent. So
Mm.
how can I become fluent? This is my first question. My
Mm.
second question is,
Let's
how
take it
can
one by one.
okay, ma'am.
It
So
will be
this is my
easier that
first
way.
question. How can I
Yeah.
become fluent in this language?
Hmm. So I feel, Ravish, if you have been doing it for the last 8 months, you're already at a good place. You are able to construct your thoughts. You are able to speak, although there is a little bit of delay or a little bit of hesitation in a certain places. However, most of the part you are doing good. Okay. Few things that you are missing out on is incorrect prepositions or missing prepositions. So paying attention to your prepositions and article will refine your speech. Okay.
Okay.
If you are not doing any writing at all, then start incorporating a little bit of writing every day in your schedule, because that will help you in thinking, constructing your sentences, and also it will give you time to make or frame the sentences so that it becomes easier for you to see the flow of words in a sentence. The more you do in a writing format, the easier it will become for your mind subconsciously to create sentences while speaking as well. Okay, so
Okay.
start incorporating a little bit of writing. Now, I am happy with the fact that you are already doing reading, and you are already watching Hollywood movies, which is fine. Action movies are also fine. But the only thing I would tell you is, when you are watching a movie, don't watch it with the intention that I have to pay attention to words, or I have to pay attention to phrases, idioms, what is it that they are using. No, just watch it for entertainment. Okay, because the moment you start enjoying it, you will automatically start remembering dialogues and how the sentences were formed. Okay,
Okay.
so that is going to help you. And speaking practice every day without fail is very important. Now, when I say speaking practice, not just with others, but also with your own self, which means constantly thinking in English is very important.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
Right now, there is still a little bit of translation that is going on when you are speaking. So that translation needs to absolutely go away. Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the good news is you are already on the right track. 8 months is a very short period of time for anybody to speak this way in any language, not just English. But I'm happy to see that you are doing it already. So just pay attention to the small things that I said, and you would see, a lot of changes in the way that you are speaking.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving me your precious suggestion.
You're most
So,
welcome.
can I ask a second question, ma'am? Uh,
Absolutely.
yes, sometimes when I was conversation with someone or having a conversation with my colleagues or my staff member, I
Mm-hmm.
feel I stuck in where to use had or where to use had been. This kind
Mm.
of grammars. I have studied lots of time, but it is difficult to remember all the rules. So, what is the best
Mm.
way? Yeah.
Okay, so the best way is to forget all the rules.
Okay.
Because when you try and cram your brain with so many rules, that's when you feel that, okay, where am I going to associate this rule? Where am I going to use this rule? Okay.
Yes.
So the simple thing to remember is, when you talk about past tense, most of whatever we want to say can be easily said with simple past tense. Okay.
Okay.
So stick to simple past tense. There is no need to show that, okay, I know what is simple past perfect or whatever tenses.
Okay,
It's
ma'am.
okay. Your aim should be clear and simple communication. Okay. So
Okay.
anything that you feel can be said with simple past tense, stick to that. Anything that you feel requires past continuous, then use past continuous. Right?
Okay. Right.
When we talk about had is generally used when you want to say anything in simple past. I had my dinner. Did you have dinner? I had my dinner. Simple past.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
When do we use had been, or when do we use past perfect? A little trick that you can remember is, every time you want to talk about the past of past. Perfect means the past of anything. So past of past, when you have two incidents that you want to talk about and both are in the past tense,
Okay.
then you will use past perfect tense.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it. Yeah, got it, ma'am.
Just remember this much and it will be easier for you to frame your sentences. Not necessary to use past perfect at any and every place. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
And my last question is, how can I rectify myself? I mean, in which areas I have to work, in which areas I'm doing mistakes, because in ours, my surroundings, no one is ready to talk to me in English. I talk to
Mm.
myself. I try to practice imitation. So how
Mm.
can I rectify myself?
That is a great question, and it's very good to see that you are looking for feedback. I think I have already given you feedback for the grammar areas where you need to pay attention, which is prepositions and articles. Again, no need to memorize grammar rules or what preposition or what this. Just pay attention whenever you are reading something, whenever you are listening to something, pay attention to how the prepositions are used or placed in a sentence. Once you are able to catch that, it will be easier for you to produce it in your own speech. Okay. So
Okay,
these are the two areas that you need to pay attention language wise. Okay. Now, since we are talking about communication, it is not only about the language, it is also about our non-verbals. So when we talk about our non-verbals, things that you can work on is number one, have a smile on your face from time to time when you are speaking.
okay,
See, you
ma'am.
look so nice when you smile.
Yeah,
So try and speak with expressions and with emotions. That is when people will be more interested in talking to you. Okay.
okay,
So that is one area that you can definitely use. Apart from that, I like your tone. I like the way that you are using your pitch. And I also like the moderation or the rate of speech that you are using. So just on work on your expressions while you are speaking, make yourself expressive and work on your prepositions and articles.
okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, perfect. So, Ravish, we already almost have the first weekend of the new year coming up. So, how do you generally spend your weekends, or do you have any special plans?
Nothing, ma'am. Actually, nowadays, our college is going to be hectic schedule.
Hmm.
Prelims coming on the next week. Class 12 prelims will be start, and lots of government works also allotted in my college. So generally, I haven't decided yet for
Hmm.
going to the any picnic or any holiday destination.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah,
So, tell me, Ravish, let me ask you one question. Since
yes,
you
ma'am.
are dealing with junior college students, right?
Yeah,
Um, and you said you have been teaching for how many years now?
past 12 years.
12 years. So that is a
Yeah,
long time, and I'm sure you have seen a change of pattern in the way students conduct themselves or students behave. So, how would you describe that, that change or shift in the pattern of how students behave these days?
okay. So I want to start when I was appointed in the year of 2011.
Hmm.
That time, the students, the batch of the students are coming in the college. They are very sincere. They are
Hmm.
ready to listen to the teachers. They are obey. They are follow each and everything which we will provide to the students. They
Hmm.
are coming for the perfect motive, for the perfect education motive. But the
Hmm.
day by day, the level of the students is going to be decreased. They don't want to listen the teachers.
Hmm.
They want to come every day in the college, but not for the education purpose. They want
Hmm.
enjoyment. They are almost ready to uh, wasting a time on internet or scrolling or Instagram or social media.
Hmm.
And this kind of situation is going to be happen every day, and the day by day the batch is coming, it's become worst and worst.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I agree to the fact when you say that, the social media platforms and also the internet, it has played a good role up to some extent, but I feel nowadays it is doing more damage than good, right?
Yes,
People are so addicted to it, and especially if students get addicted to it, it is very difficult for them to concentrate or to focus on things that are important in life.
yes, ma'am, right.
Hmm. Okay, wonderful. All right, Ravish, thank you so much for sharing your insights and also thank you for wanting to connect with me today. I really enjoyed having this conversation with you and meeting you was wonderful. In future, I would definitely try and connect with you once again and would want to see how far you are with your spoken English journey. But for today, thank you once again and I hope you have a wonderful night.
Yeah, thank you so much for ma'am. I really thanks to you because you gave me the time. Yeah, ma'am.
No problem at all.
Yeah,
Thank you so much,
take
Ravish.
care, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye
Good
bye. Take
night.
care. Good night, ma'am.